Tom, you had just mentioned that we had put you on some supplements, and it's changed the way you felt. Could you just tell me, explain again what you're feeling, how you've changed since you started taking these supplements?
Well, first, before I started taking the supplements, my energy level was down. I was continuously dizzy. I had no motivation to do very much anything. On top of that, everything was cloudy whenever I'd try to study and read. And I just, all around, would be moody and fatigued. I would have just pain, like, just in my neck especially, but I felt it was more of like muscle weakness from something wrong with my adrenals. But then ever since the adrenals are treated, the hypothalamus is treated, the adrenals, as soon as I started taking the supplements for that, I was no longer fatigued. Pain didn't affect me the same.
And remember how much pain you were in. Your actually neck would freeze up where you couldn't even hardly move.
Right, I couldn't move. I could only keep my head like this. I couldn't even, and it was really inhibiting me from doing my studies, because to be able to do desk work, you need to look down, and the pain would be so bad in my neck that I could only keep it like this and would have to hold the book. But then since the adrenals are functioning now, I can actually sit there and read, and it's not going to, it doesn't hurt just doing normal mundane tasks, and I don't feel like I have to lie down. Like before, I would just have to recline the whole day. Now I feel I can sit up and not feel like I just need to lie down or I'm going to pass out.
And also, you just had mentioned about the clarity of your brain and how much more energy that you have right now. What can you just kind of clarify that a little bit? You're saying that you were just telling me a little while ago that you're concentrating better. You don't have to read things a couple times to absorb them, and your energy level is much better.
Yeah, it's easier for me to, like, if I need to say something, I can formulate a sentence a lot easier, as opposed to having to think and stutter like I used to have to. And then on top of that, just, yeah, if I was reading through something, I usually would have to read through it 2 or 3 times. I'm starting to just read it once, get the main point, and I don't have to go back and reread things the same way.
That's fantastic.
Another thing that I've noticed is with treating the hypothalamus, I would be over hungry, over thirsty, and I wouldn't know when to stop eating or drinking water. And that's stabilized in itself too, that I know when I'm full, I know when to stop drinking water and when to drink water. And also, I don't overheat the same way that I would. And they're all functions regulated by the hypothalamus, and since I've been taking the supplements, those have been much, much more regulated.
That's fantastic. Well, I appreciate you telling people about this, because I think people need to know how important supplementing their diet is, and also, most importantly, the right supplements for the person and for what body part needs to be needs to get the proper nutrition. So I appreciate you telling people about this. Thanks so much.
Thank you.